Hello, hello, how are you? How you doing? How you chilling? How you feeling? Here we are, Saturday night, chilling after midnight, trying to find a way to relax and play. I hope you're cool. I hope you're well. I hope it's cool. Here we go. Well, how we been? Finally, I said hello. Said hey, hey. I said hey, how you doing today? Are you okay? Are you having a good day? Sitting around, clowning around. Here we go once again. Back again, middle, something, something. Hey yo, how you doing? What's up, elderberry? That's my man, Shorty. He's a cool, he's a cool cat chilling on the bed, looking around, looking for a hand. Show him what's up, man. What you doing? You okay? I just wanna like that. You wanna play? Where's your light? I see it. How you doing, Emily? Wanna play with the string? I think you might like to play with the string better. Oh, here, might as well just wanna play with this? This has become one of his favorite things to play with now. And the strings are holding down. Na, 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 na. What are you doing? You gotta let go if you want to keep playing with it. Let go. You got one side. I still got the other side. He's gonna slide off the bed. He's done it like twice already. Where he just keeps inching closer to the edge and slips off. text. What are you looking at, shorty? I don't know. Marie's getting extra busy with her little one. Elderberry. How was your Saturday? I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Do you ever go somewhere that's known for something specific? and you don't do that specific thing. You just do whatever else. We went to this apple orchard today. We didn't go apple picking. We literally got a little snack, bought their infamous apple cider donuts, then went home. Well, I bought some honey and stuff too, but we didn't go apple picking. We literally went up there for their apple cider donuts. 3 people are watching. Oh. Your Gmail app. I love you. I love you. Whoever's hanging out in the background, I appreciate it. Shorty's got the zoomies now. What are you hissing at? There's nothing here. You okay? He just hissed and I don't know why. You hurt? You okay? You alright? I don't know. Bless you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. What? You know, so completely off the bed. I really don't have anything interesting to draw tonight. I came on anyway. Figured I'd just hang out. And I'm not staying long. I'm gonna try to make it to the hour.
Maybe I can help you. Maybe I can help you make it to an hour
Alrighty then.
if you want me to. Sorry, I'm late. I didn't. I had to do my makeup.
Makeup.
It's rough. You have quite a chat there. Everyone's chatting. It's so rough. People are just
Yeah,
talking so much trash.
I know, right?
Herman is sexy. I know
And
that. Thank you.
and that one
Oh yeah, that one.
right there, he's just like
Stop it. Stop talking. Wait. I forget who that is. I'm sorry. I always forget.
that's Shorty.
Shorty. I'm sorry, Shorty. Okay. I don't. I know people's names somewhat. I guess. So are you doodling again tonight? Are we doing more doodling?
Um, I am kinda. I'm
Yeah.
not really doing I'm just literally doing like crap. Like this is
There's
probably
nothing wrong with it. That looks good. Those look like little spiders.
yeah, I do that.
That's better. Ooh, I like that. See, look, it's a spider.
No, it's
No, just kidding.
just dots. It's a bunch of dots. Dot, dot, dot. Shorty's got the zoomies. Shorty's got the zoomies.
Apparently, I muted my microphone. I was trying to talk, and it didn't work. That was fun. So I sent the link to somebody else.
That's fine.
I mean, you know who the person is. I wouldn't send it to somebody you didn't know.
Santa Claus.
It's actually the Easter Bunny. Are you gonna share? Are you gonna share whatever that is with me?
Nutty buddy.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good for you.
I know it's 400 calories, and I should like it's.
That's
3
okay. 400 calories. You know what? Look,
in the morning.
today's a cheat day. Told you. I told you. I sent the. I told you I sent the link to somebody.
Oh, it's your boyfriend.
Oh yeah, it's a cuddle couch.
It's your boyfriend.
Jacob, are you there? Jacob, hello.
What's good with it, Vanilla Face?
You know, not much. I hear, Jacob. I hear you're living life on the edge, man.
A
Living on the
little bit.
Do you have a death wish, Jacob? That's what I want to know.
So, I was trying to become a famous YouTuber in 3 days.
Yeah.
It's working out nice.
Yeah, no, I know you got what 700. Did you get 750,000? You said or 75,000.
I got 75,000 today and 200
Okay.
subscribers, and then
But
last weekend it was 200,000 views, and then
okay.
yeah, it's a little chaotic. You have to be comfortable in your own skin.
All right. Well, yeah, you're
What are
going.
you doing? One of your marathon lives or something?
I've been going to the ice facility in Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll get you views.
I mean,
right? Yeah, definitely.
depends.
It doesn't matter what side of that you're on. You're
No,
gonna-
right? Exactly. You're gonna get views no matter what. Exactly. That's what I told Jacob. It's genius. So what happened today? We recap it because I didn't watch any of it.
I
You don't
mean,
mind if April's okay with recapping that?
It's up to you guys. I don't want to offend anybody.
I don't think you offend anybody.
I was just having
You're just
debates
good. Well,
with
you-
people.
Yeah, see, but you can
And,
have those discussions. I can't have
yeah.
those.
I mean, I like to know what I'm talking about when I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
I don't just shout things into the void as best as possible.
Right.
Well, it helps. I've been sober for 30 days from drinking.
That's right,
So,
yeah. That's right.
So I'm.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. No,
Want cookie?
it's a little bit easier for me to debate when I'm that
Want
cold
another
turkey.
cookie?
Is it
What?
cold turkey?
You
I've been
want
on
you,
cold
you
turkey.
want to almost fully eaten Nutty Buddy?
Sure, why not?
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
It does.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to Jake Hudson, and he
I saw
burped
that.
when we were live, and I said, "What was that?" And he goes, "Oh, I just had a Little Debbie." I said, "Oh, those are Little Debbie burps." Okay, I've never heard of a Little Debbie burp, but sounded tasty.
So yeah, I saw you on briefly with Jake Hudson. I'm like, and I saw Noel begging for the link in the chat. It made me laugh.
I went to an apple orchard
There we go.
and didn't go apple picking.
Nice.
We literally went out there for apple cider donuts.
It's like cannibalism for you, isn't it, Apple?
I know. Yeah, your name is Apple. You're eating your own people. What's going on?
Well,
I mean-
I didn't buy apples. I got apple cider donuts.
Apple. Oh, that works.
Apple
I
cider
mean-
donuts are fire. Did they have like little chunks of apple in them?
I don't think so. I think
No.
they literally just use apple cider in it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I like the ones that got like little chunks of
Supposedly they're
apple.
like one of the #1 orchards in the country, especially for their donuts. A couple years ago, the line was literally out the door.
Hmm.
But every year, even if we don't go apple picking. It's an hour drive away from us. It's like at least an hour drive, 45 minutes. Um, and we went up. My brother wanted to get hard apple cider. Um, while he was getting that, I got some warm apple crisp with ice cream and whipped cream.
Mm.
And when we're waiting for them to give us the bowl, there was a bee hovering around the guy scooping the apple crisp.
Mm.
Like I said, that one bee is like really persistent. He's like, dude, just give me a taste. Come on, just give me a little bit. Right? And then apparently, while I was making a joke about the bee like wanting a taste, apparently he flew onto my bowl, and the guy goes, "I can make another one for you." I was like, "No, that's fine. I don't care the bee went on it." I go, he knows it's good quality.
It's protein.
Sharing.
It's protein. By the way, well, I would. I'm eating Bugles right now.
Then I got a little bag of chicken feed because they got a chicken coop over there, and they let the kids feed the chickens. And there's like 50 chickens up at the fence trying to get some of the seed or whatever. And some dude comes over with his dog, and all the chickens went, "Oh shit!" and jumps back 2 feet.
April cursing on her panel. I love it. April
What
unleashed.
you say you were eating, Herman?
I'm eating Bugles. They're like those chips. They're like
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm eating them with ketchup.
Fingernail chips.
Yeah. Those are good. I'm eating them with ketchup though. I eat almost everything with ketchup. Almost everything, not everything. Top ramen, especially. Remember, Jacob? Top ramen with ketchup.
Oh, a new one that I heard. Granny likes to cook his ramen in coffee. He calls them coffee noodles, and he makes them. He boils them in coffee, and eats his ramen in boiled coffee.
Syrup in it?
Oh, I don't know what he puts in it, but
You
got
know
caffeinated noodles.
I was gonna say a lot of caffeine in there.
Well, if you know the maple syrup reference from the movie Elf, I mean, he did it with spaghetti. He was spaghetti.
One of the food groups.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the major food groups. Spaghetti and maple syrup.
And candy canes, candy corns.
Exactly.
What are you drinking there, Jacob? It looks like mustard.
It is sparkling ice, lemon.
Wait, where you? Yeah, you went to an ice facility, of course.
Yeah, when I was with, I did an interview with Don Lemon, and I was holding a lemon sparkling ice in front of the ice facility.
You did another one, or was that a few weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Sparkling ice, fine. Sparkling ice, and you were talking to Don Lemon. Yeah, I saw that. It was funny.
Don Lemon has the softest hands. I'm never gonna forget. He has the softest hands. He shook my hand. It was honorable.
That's nice. You got the lemon juice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I got the lemon juice on my hands. Went to a lemon party.
Don Lemon. That's funny. You know, I was just thinking maybe next weekend I'll go up to Portland where they're probably going to have...
I would be careful going to Portland. Portland is a little wild right now because people I know that are going there with security have been assaulted the last 5 days they've been there.
Okay. Maybe I won't go to Portland then.
Yeah. I was standing next to when I was there was only 2 girls that were right wing, I guess, and they were by themselves just getting shouted at by full grown men, and those are usually the people I stand next to just because I don't like anybody getting shot down. I'm not really a right wing person. I'm not really a left wing person, so I can usually argue with anybody. I'm a fair opportunity offender.
I would say you're a moderate. If I had to label you anything, yeah. If I was labeling you something, I'm not saying you are. That's just what I see you as.
They called me Timu Steven Crowder today.
Why did they call you that?
I don't know.
Well, okay. The first week you went out there, Jacob, they were saying that you looked like you were on drugs. They were trying to insult you.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I
you
did.
look
I
like
did
you're
get
on
accused.
drugs. I'm like,
I only got.
And you said, yeah.
they said how's well. They said how's the
said-
meth? They said how's the
They
meth? I'm
said-
like,
yeah,
well,
they said,
it's
"How's
a
the
little
meth?"
early, but maybe later.
They said, "How's the meth in the suburbs?" And I was like, "I've never tried meth." I was like, "But are you on SSRIs?" And I asked the guy, and yeah, he was on SSRIs. So he was also taking Ritalin or Adderall. So he was actually on meth.
oh, jeez.
But I mean, well, it's the government version, but
Sure.
you know,
Yeah. Right.
to each their own. I've never actually tried meth. I had Ritalin when I was younger. I guess that counts.
I did too. I actually had that too.
My parents put me on it.
Yeah. My parents did too.
And then I grew up and started smoking weed like an adult.
Yeah, you grew up. Yes. There we go. I was gonna say you graduated, Jacob.
Like an adult.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
I like you said.
Like everybody else does.
And I by the way, I noticed how you have what's his name? Brett's worship channel guy. Not smoking weed, but like drinking some kind of alcohol.
All right, I'm not taking responsibility for anybody.
I know.
I'm not taking
but-
responsibility for Andre. I'm not taking responsibility for Brett.
Well, yeah, I know you don't have to take
They're
responsibility.
They're
They
adults.
are. I know. That's
If they want to drink at their own
That's true.
places, I think it's weird that they come over to my channel to drink.
to do it. Yeah, right. They can't
don't
do
like
it on
seeing
their own
Brett.
channels.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't like
they
seeing Brett
probably
take shots.
figure, well, if someone's gonna get kicked off, it might as well be Jacob.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
still have our channels.
Right.
They're all of age.
That's right. They are.
They
Yeah,
just-
they are.
Except
Well,
Andre. Andre's in a different country where he's allowed to drink.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
think he's 22 now, maybe 21. I don't know how
Oh,
old
okay.
Andre is. He's not very old. But
Yeah,
when
he was
he
here
first
last
started
week.
drinking, it was when he left the United States.
Oh, okay. He told me where he was from in the United States, but I don't believe him.
Florida. Yeah.
That's,
he's from
I don't
Florida.
I don't believe that. I think it's somewhere else.
You don't think he fits Florida man? I think he does.
No, he doesn't.
Some
No,
of his views.
he's
some
a
of his
he's a
views
he's a
are
time
very
he's a
Florida
he's a
man.
he's a time traveler though, so you can never tell with those time travelers.
Yeah. You never quite get your finger on them. Take
yeah,
off in their DeLoreans.
yeah, which yeah, exactly.
Um,
So was Gonzo there today with you, or were you just solo today?
I was solo today. I did
Oh,
not
okay.
take Mr.
You didn't take-
Gonzalez.
yeah.
That was a safe bet for the No Kings protest. Take somebody
Oh.
with the last name Gonzalez, and
Oh,
then
shoot.
you won't be the solo white guy there. So I did take
That's awesome.
Gonzalez with me the second day.
That's awesome. That's funny. I didn't even see. I reviewed your stuff from last week, the streams from last week. I couldn't see him at all. Where was he? He was
No,
must
there
have
was a
been.
couple times he was on the other side, or he was holding the camera for me every
Oh,
once in a
okay.
while.
I couldn't. He
Yeah.
didn't even talk. He didn't even talk at all either. I didn't even hear
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, he was talking, and he was in the chat. He was actually watching the chat on his
Yeah, I was
phone.
trying to message him on Facebook and be like, "Hey, give me a shout out on the channel." And then he's like, "Herman needs a hug." You know, I'm like, "Give me a shout out." I was like, "Where are
that's
you, Jacob?"
probably true. I think Herman does need
I do. I do need a hug. I wish
He
Jacob would
always
give
needs
me
a
one.
hug.
I, you know,
I would,
Jacob.
but you got to be out here.
No,
It's hard to hug you when you're so far away.
You can still. You can come to me.
So,
It's your turn. I came to Chicago. Like, no, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't.
No, you
Never
didn't.
mind. Never mind. No, I was thinking out
I
loud.
came all the way out to.
technically, Jacob did try to come to you.
No, he was like 5 hours.
I'm
away.
pretty
That's
sure.
what-
I'm pretty sure I traveled the closest, and reached
you
out
did
to
actually.
you.
But
I
you-
even went to your.
you
I
were
even
5
went to
hours
your
away.
home. I even went to your hometown.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't come to my hometown. I would have. Oh my other hometown. My old hometown. Yes.
Yeah, that would be. Home is where you make it.
Well, I mean, I don't live there anymore. I love how everyone's like, Jacob, or not Jacob. Jake's like, hey, Herman, did you and Jacob doing a panel together? You guys are in person right now. I was like, no, we're not in person. If I was in that town of Bakersfield, I don't mind seeing the city. You were scared that night. I could tell.
Yeah.
If you-
I was also scared the first day I went to the ice facility. Yeah,
Oh,
I was very on edge all of these
Yeah.
times. Like I said, I only got there was one guy that wanted to fight me today, and
Damn.
yeah, he was
Like
meant to.
physically?
Oh yeah, he definitely wanted
Oh,
to fight me.
dang! I want
Yeah.
to watch the replay.
I told him he was more than welcome to if he would like to. I was
you would
very
kick
happy to
you would have kicked his
oblige.
ass, dude. You would have kicked his ass so hard.
Dude, he came up making fun of mentally handicapped people.
Oh
Like
shoot,
that was his thing. Anybody that didn't agree with him
was
was
mentally
mentally
handicapped.
handicapped.
Oh,
Yeah, and
wow. Well,
he came
wow.
up as with a sign that said "Slow people for Trump," but these two fake buck teeth, and was
Oh,
doing like
wow.
the worst impressions.
That's
And
odd.
yeah, I made him look silly for
Was
about a half hour.
was MAGA Jake there today?
Mag Jake was there today.
Was
I
he there?
talked to
Yeah,
Jake.
he was there last
Yeah.
week too. I think
He
that's
came
what
over. He came over and gave me a high five.
Nice.
You would like this guy, April. He's a very far left guy, black gentleman from the west side of Chicago, and he met like a right wing person there, and they kind of hit it off. They started hanging out, and now they're like friends. And I mean, they don't agree on everything, but it's the fact that they were able to sit down and have a civil conversation and not just hate each other.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And that's why I've been saying hi to the guy every time I go there, because I like anybody that's open for dialogue, even if you don't agree on everything. Shit doesn't matter.
Yeah. And that's actually April and I were talking about like political stuff last night, and we actually agree on more things than we thought we agreed on before. Honestly, because we were talking about some ICE stuff, and I'm like, yeah, no one should get beat up. No one should get and there's other issues in this country other than immigration.
The blind dude that they pulled away, was that in Illinois, or was that
What blind dude? I haven't heard about that one.
So I don't know if it was at an ICE facility or if it was just at one of the protests, and I don't remember what state, but there's a blind guy sitting on the ground as the officers were coming out, and they literally picked the dude up and dragged him, and then roughed him up a little bit more, and then dragged him the rest of the way in.
That was in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. That sounds more like Portland to me. I was about to say.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Portland.
It happened 4 days ago. People are reporting on it 2 days ago, but it happened 4 days ago.
Yeah. So then
Yeah, Portland's crazy. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there now.
All of it's just, it makes no sense. None of it makes sense. Everything that's going on right now really doesn't make sense. I mean, we're gonna be one of the ones being affected if the whole food stamp thing. My mother gets food stamps, and we rely on that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're one of the ones that if they're not going to issue it, well, there goes our Thanksgiving.
You know why that's happening right now? It's important to know why that's happening. I said it's important to know why that's happening. Do you know why it's happening right now?
The shutdown is a big part of it.
The shutdown is the only part of it.
Yeah.
You know why they're holding out of coming back into succession with the courts? And I mean, they've even had some Democrats vote to restart it, and they've had plenty of Republicans vote to restart it. But do you know what the majority of Democrats are holding out for?
Can I answer this, or do you want April to?
Anybody?
The Democrats are holding out for. Aren't they holding out for like healthcare for undocumented people?
Yes.
That's my.
But what's interesting is they already have that. We already have healthcare for undocumented people.
We do. I know.
Yeah.
I know
right now,
because they're trying to get them to not raise or whatever they're trying to do to the Affordable Care Act, which is going to affect me. I might not have health insurance because I do use that Affordable Care.
Yeah, no. The only reason the Affordable Care Act is still around is because Republicans started changing some of the rules in it to make it so it didn't fail on itself. That's why Trump said before he was just gonna like let it ride and see what happened to it, but they actually made it stronger. Yeah, it's interesting when you look into some of the specifics of it.
'Cause, I mean, if the prices go up, I'm not gonna be. I can't. I can barely afford it already. So
Oh, there's people all over Twitter that are basically saying if the government doesn't give them their money, they're just going to go in and steal shit. Come November 1st is when the deadline's up.
That's when it's up. Okay. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
November
Wow.
1st is when they no longer
and
have,
November 1st is
That's
supposed to
for-
be open enrollment.
and that's for Snap. I don't know if it covers every aspect of that, but yeah, no, I actually looked more into the Snap program and stuff like that. You guys know what Snap stands for?
No, I don't. I know what it is.
Remember the
It's like supplemental nutrition and all this other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And but that's what the beginning is for.
yeah.
And in the either 50s or 60s, they pushed to make it so you could have pop and stuff like that, and it was
Right.
no longer supplemental nutrition in that form. And so now Coca-Cola and like Monster and all these people are making money off of SNAP benefits rather than
Oh,
giving people actual, nutritious
Yeah,
options.
Right.
Yeah, but of course they made it accessible because that's all. Like I feel like that's all part of the play. They know that if it's available, people are gonna keep eating and drinking the stuff they shouldn't be eating and drinking, which is gonna bring them to the doctors, which is gonna bring them to get medication.
My biggest thing is these businesses that are making incredible amounts of money poisoning the public are just getting more and more dollars funneled into them now through the government and through our own taxpayer dollars. That's kind of wild to me.
Yeah, well, but the other part of it is we all know that most the politicians have their pocket. They're benefiting one way or another from all of it too. So.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That's actually.
We're all working together. They're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it look like they're helping us with the food stamps. To go here, you can still get your 10 pack, your 12 pack of Pepsi and Coke and your family size bag of chips and whatever, knowing that like I said, people are gonna cool. I get it. I didn't say anything to you.
What is it? Google?
Google stopped. Like, did you say something?
Google's
I
always
didn't say
listening.
anything to you. I didn't even say
Yeah.
anything.
I was I was telling April that last night. We were having a small political discussion last night, Jacob. I told April said something. I forgot what she asked me specifically, but she said, like, why is no one stopping these politicians? Why is no one stopping the president?
I know
why is
No, it's money, but the other
it's
part
money,
is-
but they're all making money off it. Is what I told April. I said they're all making money off it, no matter what side of the
right.
alley you're
No,
on.
but at the same but to the extent that things have been happening,
Yeah.
like I said, I've never felt like someone was like evil. Like I'm not one of those people, but like there's no way other to describe what's going on. Whatever's going on, like it's more than just greed and trying to get control. Like I feel like evil energy, and like
Oh yeah,
and,
I feel that as well.
and that's fucking that scares me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like I already don't go out as it is. I don't want to go out at all. If I didn't have to go out to go food shopping and work, I'd stay home. I don't want I don't. As much as I'd like to have a social life, I'm like, why?
You know what kind of hurt us financially more than anything in the last 5 years?
What?
I would say raising minimum wage at companies up to like 25 an hour or 20 an hour. And what happened is
Here's the funny thing. I'm not
you
even.
you might not be making it, but it's when they
I
do it
know
in
it's
these other
out there,
major
but
places.
you know,
But what sucks is these major companies that are impacted by those raises in prices, they end up raising prices across the board. That's why we have all these automated systems at fast food restaurants now.
Yeah, yeah.
They fire regular
yeah. But
employees.
unfortunately, is like the people at Starbucks still need to pay rent too.
Right.
Yeah,
The guy, the guy with the college degree that got laid off and had to stop working at McDonald's, he still needs to pay for his, car insurance. He still needs
yeah.
to pay for whatever. And I hate the people that sit there and go, "Well, go get a different job. Go get a." And go,
Jeez.
those are not supposed to be long term jobs. That's not the point. Some people like mothers, especially single mothers, some of them and some people do have the mentality that that's the best they're gonna do because they didn't get a higher education or they didn't they weren't shown or didn't for whatever their reason didn't explore better opportunities or maybe
It's
those
crazy. It's crazy that people are stuck in that mind pattern. You should never not want more for yourself, or
right
not
but
think you could do more.
but unfortunately there's a lot of people and it's one of the reasons why I stayed in security when I know I could be doing a lot something completely different. It's the reason why my cousin has worked for TSA for the last 20 years as well. And, she's she's one of the last people that should be working at a high stress place like an airport. Like, I don't care how much the airport might pay or whatever. The airport and hospitals are two places I don't ever want to work if I don't have to.
That makes sense.
Because I'm like, and it's one of the reasons why I stay where I am, is because I like the quiet. I like not having to interact too much with other people. And I know what to expect where I'm working. I know I could go somewhere else and make $20 to $25, but and I know it's a choice, and I know I could, but in part of the other part of me staying and not trying to. Not that I haven't. Off and on throughout the years, I have tried to look for other work. I get nervous about it. I get extreme anxiety about looking for other, jobs or whatever. Probably because I am, I've been where I've been for so long, and as much as I want to make more money, my anxiety gets the best of me. But you know, I know I'm losing my train of thought.
That's okay. You were talking about
I
the
mean,
fact.
I get why I get why it's nerve wracking to want to go to a place to make more money, but I
Yeah,
mean, is it worth the struggle of the stress of not having money when you need it though?
right.
That's the balance that everybody has to kind of go through. And me going out and working back for myself was such a scary thing to do, not knowing that there was a paycheck waiting for me every week. Going to this, like I could work for people right now, and yeah, it's a scary thought knowing that anything could happen to a business, and the next day you could just not have a paycheck. That's with
Right.
everybody. Most people are living like within paychecks of being kicked out of their home.
Right.
That's what happened to me not too long ago. Like, I forget. Well, you guys know that I work for a family business, but I thought, oh, I'm gonna have a paycheck, and then one day I got a call saying, yep, you no longer have a job. So I'm like, oh crap, now what am I gonna do? So it
Yeah.
just happens. I mean, yeah, my parents were able to help me. I'm getting unemployment,
Well,
but still tough.
if for me, I'm 1 year away from being 50, and I'm trying to better my health because I do have like neuropathy and circulation issues in my legs now that make it hard to want to stand for more than an hour or two. Um, and partly because of my age and my health, and I'm just like mentally burnt out. Like even with my creative stuff, like I know if I put a little more effort, like I can make things happen, and I can't get myself to move. I can't get myself in, because I am someone that's highly sensitive to energy and stuff. I try not to watch the news. I try not to watch everything that's happening, but unfortunately, with social media, even when you try to avoid it, it still finds its way to you.
Do you pay for cable?
We are,
Why?
and it's just basic.
Why do you pay for basic cable?
So my mother can watch local TV because she can't figure out like Hulu or like other ways of doing it to
I hear you.
make it simpler for her.
Yeah, no, I had to turn it off in my house. No more news. It's just fear
Plus, the
mongering on
thing
both
is I
sides.
don't even watch the news.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through everything, and eventually, I see videos.
Oh yeah. No, it turns up, and that's what sucks about finding videos
No,
on
and that's
YouTube
why,
is
Stephanie takes long periods away from social media because too much pops up just on her feed, and it becomes too much. And she's like, "Yeah, I don't want to see any of it." So
what you
she
should do
stopped.
is you should watch more full context videos. Shorts infuriate me, and reels infuriate me because I'm only getting a segment of what was actually going on, and it's usually like the worst segments that they wanted to put in front of me. Doesn't matter if it's a news story or what it is.
I
It's
mean,
just
even when I press block or ignore, about a month or so will go by, and I like even like this episodes of Cops. These are like I don't even like even watching regular TV shows. I can't watch marathons of Law and Order because I get too invested.
oh
Like
yeah.
energy
Oh,
wise, like people don't realize the one of the reasons why people get stuck on the marathons or like want to keep watching is because they got you by the emotion. They got you by the psychological part of it. And for me, I realized even just watching 10 minutes of a Law and Order episode, like my energy changes.
oh yeah. SVU
You know?
used to mess me up. I can't sit around and watch SVU
Yeah,
all the time.
it gets a little too disturbing, and I'm going, and it stays in my head and it stays in my body, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't. And like I said, even on social media, that TikTok, I think I'm not sure if YouTube and Instagram does it too, but TikTok gives you the option to press ignore, so you don't get that on your feed. But eventually, it's slowly like I'll go a month or two without any of that showing up, and then little by little, it starts creeping back in,
Yeah.
and then I
No, I
catch
hear you.
watching the clips and going, "Oh shit." And then try to figure out why do I have all this anxiety? It's because even the fake stuff is showing up on my newsfeed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it stinks. You almost have to like reformat your algorithm so that it doesn't give you things you don't want to see.
I mean, like even on YouTube, when I come home in the morning, I get a little bit to eat before I go to bed. I purposely start watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because I'd rather have the good energy. Like you would think I would watch that for 16 hours at work, but I'm literally at work just going like this, and then I go, oh yeah, I
Fingers
gotta
gonna
go.
cramp.
It's like, oh yeah, I need to take 20 minutes to go walk around the building
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't.
and play hide
Whenever
and
I
seek.
feel like I've sat on my phone too long scrolling, I just have to put it down and get away from it for a little while.
Yeah.
I got to do a lot
I
more
could,
nature streams.
and the thing with me is, I know I could be doing something completely more constructive with my time, but I still find myself here. They go, you know what I should do? I should work on my website. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it in a little while. And even just making my own content. Like I was saying this last night to Herman, that like I find myself one of the reasons why I don't make more in-depth videos anymore, or even when I want to. Like, I have video ideas, and I haven't done any. And sometimes I want to vent about what's going on, either in my personal life or just what's going on around me or around us or whatever. And I stop myself because at least twice in the last 2 years, and it's still, I'm still kind of, I am still beating myself up about my cousin blocking me because of whatever I said on a live stream. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I can guess at what point she came into the thing, and the fact that I was even saying anything about her in one way or another, I probably shouldn't have. I shouldn't have and stuff. But I mean, and this is not like someone that like I had a half-ass relationship. We've been a part of each other's lives for over 25 years, and because of
You weren't able to talk about an experience that you had with them, or it's because you're using their name, or what?
I didn't even use their name, but they figured out who I was talking about, and they did. And
I feel like you're allowed to you're
yeah,
allowed to express your opinion about, you know what I mean?
right. I know, but
Especially if you're not doxing somebody or.
I know, but knowing the person that I am, I'm not someone that wants to badmouth anybody, and I don't necessarily say I was badmouthing the person, but I was saying, whether I was right in what I was saying or wrong in what I'm saying. I'm not someone that wants to put out negative energy towards anybody.
I get
And
it,
this
but
this
it's
person,
impossible. It's impossible to make everybody happy, though, April.
right? No,
I mean, and you are very much you like to keep everybody in good spirits. I know you do. I know
right.
you're a
No,
good person.
and this person knows that, but I know, and one of the things I realized in criticizing or judging that person, that because I was deflecting because I was feeling, I was over analyzing myself as in my own life, and redirecting that energy and over analyzing them, but doing it in a public forum. And they got to a point where they were fed up with it, and they blocked me, and they've been blocked, and apparently, you know, at least one of their kids blocked me as well for whatever reason, and I don't know.
How dare you vent and express your own
Right.
feelings?
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
You know, but because I was close to them for years, that's why it's beating me. I'm beating myself up about.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have close relatives and stuff that I've been like best friends with my whole life, but if we have a falling out about something and I feel like I need to get it off my chest, I'm usually not going to say their name or anything, but at the same time, I'm entitled to that. I
Yeah.
mean, you were
No.
probably emotionally invested in this person as
Right.
well.
And then when I was having issues with my husband, there was and I was speaking on that. At least my my in-laws said something to me saying, I don't think you realize that whether you say names or whatever, the fact that you're talking about it where other relatives can see what you're saying, they go to them and go, so what's going on with April and so and so, and I don't. And I was like, and I said, I'm not. And they know me well. My in-laws, like you said, they know me well enough that I'm not doing anything intentionally to try to hurt or whatever. But they're like, I don't think you realize that the relatives are coming to us, going, what's going on? And it's
I
like,
don't think they realize that the situation involves you and your husband, and then everybody else is just secondary after that.
right? No,
So I feel like if anybody wants to express it, it could be you or your husband. about
Right.
your feelings towards the situation. Like I get that the third party is also
Yeah, no,
feeling
and I no, but
slighted,
at
but
the same time, I was like, sometimes I like, and there are times where I know I said too much on a public forum, you know, and that I understand, and like I said, because they actually came to me and said, listen, you know, you're saying you know you're expressing yourself. We understand that, but at the same time, you gotta we know you're not doing anything intentional. And that I respected, and that I was like, you know what, you're right. There's some certain things that doesn't like I'm all about expressing myself, and usually, and I don't mind being vulnerable, and whether it's through poem or just outright saying something, But at the same time, I said, I go, it's one thing that I'm just expressing from my side, and I'm not getting into the personal parts of things, but either way, I think part of that, those situations, I think more so with my cousin, um, I felt, I just felt, I don't know, and just in general, like I feel like I've let my voice kind of fall to the wayside a little bit.
yeah,
Just,
no, you shouldn't stifle your feelings to make others feel better. There's no
right,
reason you shouldn't be able to express yourself,
right,
especially if you're not doing it. You're not putting anybody else down to do it, and it
yeah,
doesn't sound like any of those situations you were. And
right,
even with the in-laws one, to be
yeah.
fair, I've heard stories about how they treated you in the past, and I don't think you've done anything similar.
So, my in-laws have been amazing to me. My husband, on the other hand,
When you told me you went out and visited one time, the way that they treated you was different.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
No, they've always been good to me
well, that's good.
and stuff. They've always, yeah. I mean,
Maybe I'm mistaking it for my other friend April that went to the Middle East and visited her husband and met the in-laws.
I do know
Very
what.
possible.
And technically, Morocco is not Middle East; it's North Africa.
Oh, thank you.
It's not even. It's not even on. It's not even. Egypt.
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 Egypt's Middle East to me too.
Yeah, that's closer to the Middle East than Morocco. Morocco's on the other side. It's
Oh,
like the Morocco's like the California of North Africa.
okay.
As far as
Fair enough.
Screw California. Just kidding.
it's Morocco's the west coast of North Africa, basically.
Yeah, my friend went. One of my friends locally here went to Morocco like about a month or two ago. I said, so how did it go? He goes, well, it went well. I said, did you meet your girlfriend's family? She said no because we had to be engaged because they're like, well, they're Muslim, so I guess in that culture you have to like be engaged to meet the family. At least from what he
No,
told me. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he
um,
told me. I don't know if that's true. It might not
I
be.
don't. It might differ
Yeah.
region to region. Kind of like even with like how you're supposed to dress. Like I think Egypt and Morocco, like at least for me, and even my cousin when she went to Egypt, she still, she didn't wear a hijab, the headscarf,
Okay.
she didn't wear whatever. Um, Guaranteed she was wearing capris,
Okay.
so showing her ankles and showing in short sleeves,
Oh wow.
so and people probably thought she was a tour, pretty much thought she was there as a tourist, and I mean to some extent she was, but she was really there to be with her husband.
Okay.
But a country like Saudi Arabia, even the men have to, or even the men for the most part have to wear the thing, the turban. They don't call it a turban, but the
No,
turban.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what
Yeah,
it's called, but yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
saying.
but
Yeah,
I know what it's called, but I forget at the moment.
yeah,
Even I mean, you see the men that wear the white,
yeah, yeah.
the white jalab. I don't know if there's this called the jalab. I
Ask
know the
Google.
women. I
Ask
know
Google.
the women's dress. At least from my in-laws, they call it a jalab and stuff. But
You,
I don't know if the men's one is also called that or not
you should ask Google.
and stuff. But um,
Google might know. I think Google might know. She knows everything.
what is the gown that Arabic men wear in Saudi Arabia?
So, according to en.wikipedia.org, the official national dress in Saudi Arabia is the thobe for men and the
Thobe.
abaya for women.
Thobe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thobe.
I told you she would know. Google knows everything. Internet never lies. Right, Jacob?
What's the Arab men wear?
In Arabic, that's alam.
I don't know what she said.
She doesn't know.
Anan one. I don't know. What do they call that? No, I know they all Muslim men wear two things. They wear the scarf with the band around it. Not all the men put the band around it. Some of them
Oh,
just
okay.
tie it and it hangs in the back. The other one they wear, it kind of looks like a tight like knitted hat, but the knitting is a certain way. And what is that called?
Oh, yarmulke. You gotta when you
No,
say it.
no, that's Jewish. That's Jewish.
Wrong culture.
Wrong culture.
That's funny.
No,
Man.
in the men's one actually, um, the one that
Celebrate
Muslims wear
Hanukkah. Put on
actually.
our yarmulke. Oh, sorry. I was singing the Hanukkah song
Besides,
for Jacob.
the yarmulke only covers this.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's right.
The one that
just
I'm
joking.
thinking,
That's
the one
Sorry.
I'm thinking about
It's okay.
is like like looks like I said, it looks like a small like winter's hat, but it's not a winter's hat.
So when you went to Morocco, did they make you put any kind of head covering on, like a job or anything? No.
The only time my husband wanted me to wear the jalaba and the headscarf,
Uh huh.
but I'm like, no, I know I felt like I was being modest enough. I'm not showing off anything. I don't wear
Right.
tight clothes, so so I didn't feel like I was out of line. The only time I had to wear it is when I went to the mosque
Oh, gotcha.
and stuff. So and a good example is, and even I thought it was inappropriate. There was the big mosque in Casablanca. Um, is also a big tourist attraction in Casablanca, Morocco. Um, there was a couple young girls because the mosque for men and women don't sit in the same space in the mosque. The women have their own section, the men have their section. Um, and there was two girls wearing short shorts and you know I don't remember if it was I don't think it was a bikini top, but like a you know, they weren't dressed modestly. Forget about even just having, the traditional, what you're traditionally supposed to wear. They, you know, they were, with their friends, surfing on the side of the mosque because there were people because the mosque is right off the water.
Yeah.
And off to the side, it's like a beach boardwalk kind of deal, and the young people were boogie boarding and hanging on the wall and whatever, like they were as if they were at the beach. And the two girls went over to the men's entrance of the mosque, and the guy over, like the guard or whatever, he's like shooing them away, like, no, go away. Because they were like I said, forget that they weren't even dressed, you know, even if you did, like I said, even if you're not traditionally dressed, they were showing too much skin. I'm like, out of respect, I get what you forget that that's the men's section, and forget that you're not even dressed correctly. You, you're showing way too much. You're showing a lack of respect, and you know, even going to the door dressed the way they were dressed. Even I was like, oh,
I don't know when did that start, in like the 1950s or something like
what?
that,
What
when people in the Middle East stopped wearing bikinis and stuff like that.
started wearing bikinis and stuff?
Stopped wearing bikinis and stuff like that. They used to actually wear it just like the West used to, and it actually stopped in like either the 50s or the 60s.
That I don't know. I never really.
But yeah, it actually used to be common attire out there, just like everybody
No, but I
everywhere
mean,
else.
I think in general, the younger people, like 20s, teens and 20s. I think a lot of them, if they're not being forced to wear it by their families, that they because I think even my mother-in-law said that she didn't fully cover herself when she was younger either. She used to go out, without the headscarf and without the the jalaba and whatever. And then at some point, she decided that she's gonna start wearing it. Um, in yeah, and it really depends on the country too, on how um, open they are. Because I think Saudi Arabia, like I said, is one of the countries that are still very strict on dress. Because again, especially I don't think they all wear the white thogue and the headdress, but a lot of guys from like I believe Saudi Arabia, um, is it Dubai? No, the Emirates. Because there's a content creator that when he's in the Emirates, he's wearing the white thogue and the head covering. But when he's outside that country, he's dressed like everybody else. So
So like in Egypt and Lebanon, they kind of stopped doing it in the 1970s.
right, I mean, and
Um,
there's some people that choose to dress like that.
yeah,
Well, especially the men. There are men that they're really into the faith, and they wearing the thobe or whatever, just like for the women, is the show bring you closer to God. Cover your modesty, cover yourself in modesty. Because I mean, even in the Quran, it tells you to lower for men to lower their gaze, and sometimes it looks like the men are treating the women badly, but at the same time they're trying to keep a respectful distance. Some of them are being male chauvinist, but that's in every culture. So
yeah. Most religions are extremely conservative when it comes to relationships, and
yeah,
most marriages involve the women being the property of men.
yes, but
I'm not a big proponent of marriage for that specific reason. Yeah, no, I don't think any sex is the weaker sex. I think they're balanced to each other. There's no
Right.
reason any of them should be. It's funny because it's like the opposite in the West. It's like you said, lower their gaze. Now, and I just pictured a girl being like, "My eyes are up here." Gosh,
It's supposedly one of the reasons why the men and women don't pray in the same section. Because if you've seen how Muslims pray, especially on like in a congregational setting, I mean, in general, the way that they pray, but in a congregational setting, I don't, I get it to the point that, you know, we're standing shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe, and if you've ever watched a Muslim person pray, they go all the way down to they bow all the way to the ground,
yeah,
right? Now, I agree. I get why the women one are either in the back or in the separate room, because do you really want a guy standing behind you, and when you all bow down, his head is at your ass?
I mean, I just wouldn't want to be in the same church with somebody that can control their vision enough to be like,
No,
"Hey,
I know, but like,
I gotta look down at this ass right now." Like
no,
that.
but
Like
no, but but you
that.
get what I'm saying though. Like I said, I don't know if you've seen videos of how Muslims pray and how they bow. But, I mean, it's kind of ironic too that like everybody's when they bow, everyone is head to toe.
Yeah.
So your head is at the next person's toes. And if they decide to, if they pull back up into a seated position again and you're still bowing, their ass is going to be on your head. And I don't think females want to have male's ass on their head, and don't want a male's head near their feet.
Sadly, I think it's more baked into the things. Muhammad was an interesting fellow. If you know much about him, he lived a very strange life in the sense of how he treated women.
I don't know. I've heard mixed stories. So.
I just think our women should be of age, no 9-year-old wives. It's a big frowned upon one.
I know, but at the same time, you have to remember at that day and age.
He had multiple wives, and one of them was 9. One of them was 13. One of them was 9. It wasn't a matter of age. Otherwise, you would have just been with that one person. Like if it was really about commitment and.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. People definitely married younger. Romeo and Juliet were probably like 15, 16 when they fell in love and stuff like that. And lives were started faster because people were only living until 50 if they were lucky.
Right.
But that's not the same argument for the other way around.
Yeah.
But to each their own. Like I think a religion is a good thing for some people, and then I think it can be used negatively for some people as well. Got to be able to take the good messages from it. I think.
Right. No.
The problem is humans are corrupt by nature, and I worry that they have too much influence over God's word, no matter what God you're praying to.
Right. No, you gotta find the logic in what works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, most of these religions, the major religions, they all, I mean, the commandments are love thy neighbor. Not yet, and this is one of the things me and Herman were talking about last night. Doesn't say love the neighbor that's like you, or believes like you, or look, or whatever. It says thy neighbor. And even in Islam, you're supposed to respect and be kind to others. I mean, Muhammad, stories that I've heard, people that came through, he was kind to them. He did accept them in and help them when they needed help. Um, Even Buddhist, you know, they're all, that's part of what their thing too is be kind and show love to everyone, to everything. You know,
Excuse me. Dying. Hermione, are you sleeping?
Herman. It doesn't show that you're muted, so you can't say you're muted unless you muted your phone specifically.
He's pooping. He set his phone down so he could go take a poop.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking. I have no idea.
No, he's getting ready. He's setting up to pull a Herman.
He's like Kim Jong-un. He doesn't defecate. Kim Jong-un doesn't have a butthole. That's what I was told. A wise man once said. Actually, I learned that from the interview with Seth Rogen and what's his face?
Shorty.
What's the cat up to?
He's pooped out.
Pooped out.
Well, he had the zoomies a little while ago. So there he is.
Oh. Yeah, my cat had the zoomies when I got home. I'm not sure why. Couldn't figure it out.
He had the zoomies to the point for some reason he hissed, and I'm like, what are you hissing at? He's not one to like randomly hiss. He usually only hisses when when he's really not liking what I'm doing.
Oh, well.
The other day, what was it? The other morning, was it Monday or Tuesday morning? I came home, and he was crying up a storm, and I have no idea why. Yeah, again, he's not a vocal cat. He's become a little bit more vocal since Smokey passed away.
Hey, pay attention. I'm over here.
Yeah, he's been a little bit more vocal, but like Monday or Tuesday, like he was like for a good 10 minutes, he just kept crying for whatever reason. He like you go in the bathroom and cry, and then come back out and cry a little more, and then go back. And I'm like, and I would follow him to the bathroom and go, "Are you having trouble going? Or what? What's going on?" And then
I'm gonna go get me some rest. I've been running around since 9 a.m. So
yeah,
I
think I'm
appreciate you letting me come up here and join you guys.
Of course.
It's always a good time. It's been a while. I was overdue for a visit.
You're always welcome. So.
Well, I appreciate it. And yeah, it's good seeing Emily and Herman, and hope everybody has a good night.
You have
Talk to you guys soon.
Herman, I don't know what you're doing, but I think I'm going to end it.
Oh, you are too? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I will talk to you later then, April. You have a good one.
All right. I made it past the hour, so I'm happy.
There you go.
So,
well, hopefully we gave you some good discussion tonight.
Yeah, it's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll see you later.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. Herman, I don't know where you are, but I am ending it. I appreciate you being here. Elderberry, thank you for lingering, if that's what you've been doing. I don't know who just came in. But I am ending it. Till next week, as always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. Sure, he's gonna do whatever he's doing, and I'm gonna lie down. Much love. Sweet dreams.